thought you said you didn't like drama in the first place. Now, but that's dramatic.
I like your drama. Is there a problem?
I love that. Do you love cakes? Do you love events? Do you love excitement? Do you love glitz and glam? Then this is the show for you. Welcome to Bake That Cake with Dripples. My name is Diana. Can I sit back and let's get right into it. J2 Event came in with this lovely bride-to-be, Lena, to order her wedding cake. Now, Lena wanted something simple, but the event planner convinced her to go all out with something really grand.
I've been a fan of Dripples cake for the longest time. I get all of my birthday cake, not most, all of my birthday cakes from Dripples, and it's been so amazing. So when I was coming around for my wedding, I kept insisting I wanted Dripples cake because, I mean, this was pre-planned already from my head, like it's Dripples or nothing. So when I came in, the first thing she told me was, oh, okay, you sent me an old cake. Why do you want an old cake? Let's modify the cake and make it really beautiful, right? I've always wanted a very simple cake, right? I've been sending her like a couple of pictures.
Not with her.
And she's been insisting, like, okay, she's like, okay, I just want, like, you know, a normal cake, like really nothing much. And she's been like, oh, can I design it some more? Can I do? And I'm like, no, we need to take this matter to Dripples to come and, you know, help us out.
But what's the fun if the cake is doesn't it has to show the drama?
We need some drama.
Yeah, it's very important. Very important. Okay. But that's why I brought her here.
Okay.
When I first brought up the theme, cube wedding, she first told me, okay, cube wedding. It's cube, eh? We kept going back and forth on the cake designs and all that. So, and then she now finally chose a cake. Until today, the cake is giving me headache. Like, I don't know, there's nothing exciting. It's just like the regular cake. In my mind, I'd already sketched out something in my head. Okay, I sketched it out in my book. I hadn't shown her yet. Okay. So I said if I come, I will draw it. Oh. And you know, I don't like drawing. My drawing is not fine.
Anyhow, I will understand.
Let's see. So, it's supposed to be a 6-tier cake. Okay. Okay, so this is the first layer. So now, this is 6 steps, right? Yes. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here, I now thought about something else, you know. I like being dramatic. So I now said, okay, we'll have flowers here, flowers around here. And then maybe standing chandeliers here. Just to give it that drama thing. Or maybe we put spiking flowers this way. Okay. This drawing is very ugly.
It's funny though.
Very ugly.
I understand it.
Oh my God.
But there's something I don't understand here. This is a cake, right?
Yes.
How do you want the chandelier? I don't get this part.
That's why I'm here. You figure it out.
Is it those drips?
I think you've done it before.
On top of the cake?
Yes, either on top of...
The chandelier has to be a separator, not a cake.
Okay, so it's going to be a separator, fine, but it's going to have this dripping thing from the cake. That's just dripping down from outside on top of the cake. You know there was an event that here had the transparent thing here.
Box square.
Yes, box square, and then you put lights inside and it gives that reflection of what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Okay, can I say something?
Yes, please go ahead.
2 cubes. What if we have a 6-tier?
Okay.
The planner had this amazing idea for the cake. She sketched it out. We took the concept, tweaked it a bit, and ended up with something even more stunning. But I remember when you were talking to me the other time, you were saying she doesn't want too much flowers. But now I can see a lot of flowers.
Yes, well, guess what? She now woke up one day and said she likes flowers.
Okay, all right, so we're going to add flowers. It will make it really dramatic and beautiful. We're having a cube. I would like to give it one cube. How about that? Okay. This true thing is I'm not getting it. Okay. Also, I want to give like 1 cube here, carrying, because this cake is small, so carrying 2 cakes. Now I'm trying to introduce, what about us having a descending cake with this design? Something nice. Different. We've not done that before.
No, I haven't done that before.
But we'll have to work with the decorator.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, that would be so amazing.
I know you like that one.
My favorite part, like...
But I thought you said you didn't like drama in the first place. Now, but that's dramatic.
I like your drama. Is there a problem?
I love that. And we're going to have some chandelier underneath since you want this. Now, instead of having it here, we'll have it underneath the whole cake.
Okay, that's fine.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th, the last one will be this. This will be the chandelier underneath
Okay.
the board. And then we like to have this hidden. So I need to work with the decorator.
Okay.
So no one sees the cake.
Wow.
So when it's coming down, it's just...
Yes. So when you get into the hall, what you're seeing is the chandelier.
Chandelier.
Which is
Wow.
decoration, everything is together. So you're not noticing anything like cake.
Okay.
Right? So that's the reason why we have to work with him. So when it is time for her to cut, the bride and groom, the two of you will come out.
Wow.
And then we'll descend the cake gradually. And then we'll cut. Okay?
love
So I like to
So
have
she's
this-
thanking me for that.
I love that. So
Okay, so where do we add, because the colors of there are white and gold, where do we chip in
The
a few of
gold?
the gold?
Gold.
Yes.
no, the flowers, we'll do some touches of gold on the cake. So it's not just all white.
White, okay.
We'll have some touches
Yeah.
of gold, touch of gold. Looking really nice.
Yeah,
already.
already.
We're going to
Yeah.
have some patches around as we work and then create more designs.
So this stuff, yeah, holding the cake,
Mm.
that's what's holding the cake,
Yes.
and that's what we're using to
Yes, to descend the cake.
Descend
So it's
the
like a
cake.
rod going
Through it.
the cake.
but it will be wrapped so
Okay.
it's food safe.
Okay.
Don't have a
Oh.
problem. It's going to be wrapped so it's
Okay.
food safe. So we're not far from this diagram,
Oh,
right?
yeah, it's quite
There's
similar.
a big difference.
But the chandelier is not on
This
the
is
cake
quite
because I'm not
similar.
understanding this
This is
part.
This is artwork. This is.
Learning.
What is this? But it's quite. This is much
Yeah,
better.
so,
I think these
yeah,
are
so we're
self-explanatory.
getting there.
All right, so
Yeah.
I'm glad you love this.
I honestly can't wait for the big day. I have really high expectations. It's going to be a descending cake. I can't wait to, have all of that.
At the end of the day, we decided on an all circular, beautiful descending cake with a cube separator in between to go with the theme of the wedding. Now we're going to be starting with a 4 inches, 7 inches, then our cube as a separator, 10 inches, 13 inches, 16 inches, and 20 inches. Now, our base cake is going to be 24 inches. It's going to be an awesome time, guys. So sit back and let's bake that cake. We started off with the 20 inches cake, which was already prepared for us in 3 layers of deliciousness: chocolate, red velvet, and vanilla. The cakes were stacked and trimmed, just waiting to be decorated in fondant. All right, so some buttercream to make our fondant stick properly, and then also to add flavor to it. Now we spread loads of yummy buttercream throughout the entire cake.
Ma,
Yeah?
there's a customer here for Anna Cups cake.
For okay, so yeah, we're going to continue like this, and I'll be right back. We proceeded in covering the sides of the cake, cutting out the excess from the top, rolled out the top, and placed it on it. I'm going to use molds on this cake so that our gold can come out, yeah? I'm not doing a plain cake. We're going to use molds for the edges.
Okay. Down and up.
Not down and up. Like this base will have the wafer paper continuation. It will continue.
It's only up, swag.
Yes, let's do something nice. Swag. Any of them.
Now what of that new mood you got now? That new mood. You go up.
We'll bring all of them. Just bring them down. Because the bride wants some gold highlight on the cake. I don't want gold on the leaves. So let's have gold on the body of the cake. All right, so we've cut off the excess from the top, and we're going to be attaching the top fondant. But before we do that, we'll have to make the top here a little bit tacky. Now what I'm adding here is just water, so it seals properly with the top. Just like so. Roll. Yes, cut off the excess, please. And then here, we'll now go underneath, take off the excess, make it straight, and we'll set this aside, and then we'll pick up our cube for decoration. All right, we've allowed this set a bit, we've cut out the excess, but we're going to take out this remaining part, so we have it really straight. So yeah, I'll come underneath, and then just cut like so, just very small. Come and continue. Make it clean. Dee, how far with your cake?
We're fine.
You are fine, how? Let's put this on top and see how it will be. Gently, carefully. Perfect. Good. So all you need to do now is attach this one here.
Okay.
Same here and down here.
Yeah. Okay.
And everything is going to be white. All right?
Okay.
Thank you. So now this is set. After setting the 20 inches cake aside to rest, we focused our attention on the cube separator. We shaped it out of styrofoam, covered it in fondant after dampening it with water. Now all we're going to do here is panel it, and then later on we're going to bore the hole so the pipe can pass through it. So here we have our rolled fondant, which is the down. Fix this here, straight on here. This is wet. Same way, cut. All we need to do is just make sure the edges are wet, a little bit tacky. So by the time we roll this on the fondant, it sticks properly. So we just take it carefully. Come on here, press really hard. Just roll this way. Wet this part to seal. Looks interesting, right? Neatly. Our cube is right here and ready. So all I need to do is take out the excess from here, make it neat, let it firm up, and then we are good to go. Now, as we crafted the cube, we noticed a snag. The pole that was meant to pass through all the 7 tiers of cake and the separator was too short for the required height.
This rod now is 50 and our cake is 52 point.
Did it get to the hook area?
Yeah, above the hook.
Jesus. Okay, so we need to get another one. I hope we can get another rod. Is it possible?
Yeah.
Another one quickly, and then we'll have the same screw. Make sure the screw matches. So this is not good. But we'll keep it maybe for a smaller cake. This one is really tall. So quickly, please.
All right,
thank you. You see why it was good? You see why it's good to always check? Yeah? We had to go and buy another rod. A longer one this time that will accommodate the height of all the cakes. We finished with the cube, set it aside, and then we picked up the pre-cut wafer paper, which we attached around the 20 inches cake. We're working on our base cake, and like as I said, we're going to be having our wafer paper ruffle on this cake.
Wafer paper is very light when it comes to some certain cakes, and it's very beautiful. But sugar flour, there is one beauty about wafer paper. The way it pops out, it's very, very lovely.
See, we have this kind of teardrop shape. Funny though, but yeah, close to it. So we're going to use our steamer to give it that ruffle effect. Make it soft, and we're going to have it like this. All right? Now we already have some frills here, a lot, which we'll be working with. I think we'll be starting this way because we want it really taller, a little bit taller than the cake, and then we're going to come in this form. About 3 layers to go on this cake. So with our royal icing in the bag, we'll start sealing from here, going around the cake. We're going to do this round and round. So I think we'll stop here while I go down more and see how many we can get to get this really sorted out. We've got to the end, so we can't continue with this sharp one, all right? So we'll seal it up here at the bottom. So it's looking really neat. Did you see why I cut it? So this is what we're going to do when we are fixing the other ones. Be careful so that all of them are on the same line and looking good. See what she made. You can't give me this straight thing now. I'm not getting the frill, right? So I cannot do this all. See, everything here is the same thing. So please, this is what I want.
When I was employed to Dripples Cake, I was employed as a cake decorator. But a few weeks later, I was not feeling the vibe of decorating cake because the florist was, as in, she was creating something different, and I loved what she was doing, so I had to join her.
So give me, continue. They look, do the thing that they look me.
And then I said, do you want to stay here? I say, yes, I really like to stay here. This place is very nice. She said, okay, you can go ahead.
Anyone you do, drop on the table. See, how can you give me square? Add more movement to it, please. Now, all our cakes have been covered in fondant. After this, we'll continue adding some more details to the rest tiers, and we'll be right back. Now, we continue to install the wafer paper throughout the entire cake until we're all done. At this point, other tiers were all covered in fondant and adorned with beautiful decorations. Yes? Where's my boss? The Martin's boss. I said she should not go out once it's 10 o'clock. Now, to the day of the event, logistics is almost always a nightmare on Saturdays because of the number of cakes going out at once, even with the number of delivery vans we have. I'm late already, look at it. Please excuse me. Don't try this next time, I beg. I don't want it. If I say something, give my boss. That boss must not go out. I told once it's 10 o'clock, that boss should not go anywhere. See, that boss has to be out there before I get there.
The moment I just came into the office, my boss had to call me in the morning. I was like, Miss Itoro, I have a cake going around 10 o'clock today. It's a wedding cake and it's massive. I want one of the vehicles to be kept on standby. So I was like, okay, ma, I've heard you. So due to the pressure, you know, customers, I want my cake to be delivered around 10. I had to try to see how I can mix it up so that we will not disappoint those customers and satisfy just the wedding orders. I gave one of them delivery to take to a certain location close to the office so that the moment he delivers, he can come back and meet up for the wedding order.
We had everything planned and sorted. But the next morning, it seemed like everything had flipped upside down, throwing us into a frenzy. Now, the guy in charge of logistics, we had warned him in the morning to reserve 2 buses for us because our cakes were a lot. But by the time we were ready, I hate to feel that way. No bus was available because of the number of cakes that left that day. It wasn't funny at all. It wasn't funny. You needed to have seen me reacting. Itoro, what I hate most is when you do not take to my advice and my instructions. I hate it. There's no excuse you give to me. I have 3 vans. 2, there's one in the compound. I said that van should not go anywhere. I'm already late. I should be out of here by 15 past. It's a 10 o'clock wedding. Now what I want to do now, we'll begin to wait for boss.
Okay, ma, we've gotten the new
thank
one.
God, thank God, thank God. So the height is okay now, right? So make sure you don't forget the cling film, all right? We have to start going now. Get all of them. Thank you so much. So guys, we are good to go and we are heading to the venue right away. Everything seemed fine, or at least we thought so. We packed up, ready to roll, and we set out for the venue.
What is it like to work with Madam? It's nice though, and a little bit stressful when it comes to working with her. As of that day, it was a very busy day. We had a lot on our hands to do, but she was like, "Are you done with the flowers?" Like, "No, ma'am, still working on it." She said, "For how many days now you've been working on it? Be fast now, I know you're the only one. You just try and hasten up so that we'll go and set up." I was like, "Ma, I need to go with you. I just want to do the flower, arrange it and set it for you." She said, No, today you go with me." I was like,
So guys, we are all set to go out for Lina and Kikem. It's time to set up the cake, so come with us. Upon arriving at the hall, our first shock hit us. Hello. Good afternoon. Thank you. Where's our cake entering? They've blocked everywhere. Where's the cake entering? But we're working together. Where's the cake entering? By the time we got there, the hole that was supposed to be kept for us was covered, like everything was. I felt really down. So you mean all this plan for our descending cake wasn't going to work? But everywhere they block, how do I open them? With all these wires, how will the cake go in and come down? That's what I'm saying. That's why I came that day. We were supposed to have the hollow thing here to accommodate the cake in. We're working together. I discussed it now. Where's your boss? Yeah, do your work. You know, the middle, the cake is meant to drop from there. Because this is double work for you people. Now double work, because by the time you cut one thing, all this rope don't begin to fall from the side. Oh, look at the cube. They're still working. Our cake is meant to be descending from this place, this hiding. We'll give them time, and the hall is very hot at the moment. But I'm glad everything is falling in place now. I was scared at first because the whole thing was covered. I was really tensed. But yeah, I didn't know what to do. They're going to open the space for us. And now, apparently, we got to the hall about 2 hours before the setup time. The decoration was still being set up, and the hall was really hot because the ACs hadn't come on, so we had to sit and wait. Finally, it was time to set up. We started by wrapping the pole with cling film to ensure it was food safe. We started passing the cake through the pole one by one, checking and adjusting as we went along. But soon enough, problem. Innocent, that one cannot go in.
Ma?
You didn't measure it well.
And there is a lie.
You didn't do the measurement well.
This thing, my sister.
You're not supposed to do your sisters. Here you should count.
So measuring that 6 feet with the cake, been there okay, but we forget to put the hook. Because for from the machine, hook the inside, and that hook need to show up. But we measure just according to the cake and the pole only. So when we reach the event place to set up, put the hook, we can't realize that the cake they higher, just they equal with the pipe. Then the space to put the hook no dey.
We needed about 2 extra inches to make up for the loss. What to do? We had to cut off some cake from the topmost tier before passing it through the pole. Is that knife there? Oh yeah, go. See, we need small one to cover this part. Innocent, ribbons, please. Cover them. Ribbon first now. What should they find?
Let me do sausage.
Innocent, I need the ribbon. Don't do this, please. Don't do this. Don't do it again.
Because the 9 cents to put the ribbon, then
Don't do this. When I say arrange all my things, arrange them. Like this is what is going to keep us.
to follow madam go set up cake for event place. No be small thing. Because what she dey want now, make everything dey in place so that if you reach there, no stress. When you need this, you need this. When you need this one dey. Everything dey dey. But if you go there, maybe you pack things and maybe mistakenly leave one thing behind. No. It go be problem.
No, they have to. It's not working. It's not working. It's simple thing. Ribbon will just gum this thing. We get plenty for house now. Hey, what is all this? Can I work with you and just you make everything seamless for me? No balance. Lift the thing. Make that thing go up more. See first. Okay. Try it. Let's see. Hey, what's happening? Innocent, we can't do this. Why? Now, we decided to test the machine before continuing. And, it didn't work. It wasn't me at all. I wasn't myself. I felt like, what's going to happen? Like, now, I felt like losers at that point. But we now realized the socket wasn't properly fixed. And of course, our mind came down. Thank you. Innocent, go rub the wire, beg.
So when she first started building the cake and then testing whether it would go up and down, truthfully, I was scared. And then when you just remember, oh, it's Dripples cakes, you know that don't worry, it will work.
So we're finally taking it up and it's looking really beautiful. We had difficulties with the smallest one and the height of the rod, but finally we got it all right. So we're waiting for the guest and the couple, and we pray and we know they will love it. Welcome the bridal party, followed by the couple in the most dramatic entrance, looking dashing. Dress, 100. Suit, 100. Hair, 100. And the steps, 1,000. As the event settled into a rhythm with games and other activities, the moment finally came for us to unveil the cake, and I was so excited.
The cake was beautiful. Every detail on the cake, I loved it so much. And then the fact that it descended well, beautifully, and just exactly the time I wanted it to come down. And then my bride was all smiles. She loved the descending cake, loved the details on the cake. So I keep telling my clients, when you use Dripples cakes, I don't need to bother myself as the event planner having to explain myself. Why? Because you know that you're going to get the best.
They cut their cake, had their first dance, and it was simply amazing. The event planner had a lot to say about the cake.
Thank you so much, Dripples Cakes, and I'm so grateful for my cake. Thank you.
The event was truly a sight to behold, especially with the cake stealing the show with its grand entrance. And finally, we have come to the end of Lina and Kikem's event. It was a beautiful one. Everyone was looking really glamorous. And the cutting of the cake was a wonderful sight. The descending of the cake gave a lot of suspicion, like people were so excited about it. And we could see it on the couple's face. This is why we do what we do. And until the next one, catch ya. That brings us to the end of this episode. Many thanks to my wonderful team. Your hard work really did pay off. And to you for sticking with us through it all. Until next time, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.